Okay guys, this is the update and information video about the Olmos Park rally on Saturday. We got a little bit to cover, so let's just jump right into it. The meeting point / rally point. Down in the description I'll put a link to a map so you can go to it and see it. But if you want to look it up for yourself, the address would be 3899 Howard Street, San Antonio. It's really right on the corner of Howard and Odell. It's just to the west, just outside of the Olmos Park city limits. So Valenciano and his minions have absolutely no jurisdiction there, and well, they can't get to our trucks, they can't have anything towed, they can't really cause us any problems there, and if they try to anyway, we'll deal with that at that time. I don't want to say too much here, but they're not going to bother us there. Anyway, it's 3899 Howard Street on the corner of Howard and Odell. It's kind of a little side street. If you were there last time, you remember it. That's where we're going to start from, and that's the kickoff point. The plan. I'm going to be a little bit intentionally vague here because, frankly, I don't want to tip them off, because we have people that are friendly to us in law enforcement, and some of these folks have given us some information that Valenciano may try to do something to get us shut down. So I'm not gonna tip our hand here on this video. I'll just say that the last time the video was sort of centered around walking through Olmos Park to make the point that we can open carry there whether he likes it or not. This is a little different. This problem now, it's based around the police chief and his officers and their behavior. And so this event, we're going to do a little walk through Olmos Park, but this event is mainly going to be concentrated on the police department, the police station. So that's the basic idea. I'll fill you in a whole lot more there at the event. Something I want to touch on real quick. I may not wear a handgun. I may, but I may not, and I'll tell you why. One of the things that some of our friends in law enforcement have said is that Valenciano may try to have his officers come out and demand identification and a license to carry from everybody they see wearing a pistol. It's a tactic to try and bust up the rally. They want to do what they can to break the event up. The problem is the question of whether or not they actually have the authority to do that is basically unanswered. We know that the legislature went in and removed the penalty portion of the law that says you're supposed to show them your license to carry. They left the language in that says you're supposed to show them, but they removed the portion that says it's a Class B misdemeanor, etc., etc. So it's not really a crime, but it's still on the books. And because of that, Valenciano may try and use that as an excuse. I mean, we see what he does. He comes out and claims things that aren't law, has no respect for constitutional rights. So the little bastard is liable to try anything. By not wearing your handgun, that removes that possibility. Now, I'll just be very blunt with you. Either way, whether I'm wearing my handgun or not, my answer to him is going to be, kiss my ass, and I hope you'll join me in saying that. But the point here is not to give him an excuse, so I'll make that decision on the day of the rally. It's just something I wanted to say to everybody so you can think about it yourself. It may be a smart move, it may not. Either way, I'm going to have that big 12 gauge strapped on my back like I always carry, so it's not like I'll be empty-handed. Which leads me to probably the most important part, security concerns. Part of the stuff that we've learned is that, and I don't want to say that Olmos Park is directly behind this, but I'm sure that's where it would come from. The possibility of having people planted in our rally, infiltrators, basically people put in there intentionally to cause trouble and stir up some crap to give the authorities the excuse to come in and shut us down. So when we're there, keep your eyes open for that sort of thing. If you see anyone just acting weird, getting out of control, getting out of hand, doing things that might give the cops an excuse to come in and try to take some action against us, speak up as soon as you see that. Come get me. I'll throw them out. That doesn't bother me in the slightest. I'll get rid of them. But we've heard this before. We've actually had it happen before at other events. So just be prepared for that. As we know, Rene Valenciano is an un-American bastard. He has absolutely no respect for your rights. He doesn't give a damn what the law says. He doesn't care about the limits that the law and the Constitution place on his authority. He just decided that that's his town and he's the law around here. Well, we're going to have to show him otherwise. And if push comes to shove, I have no intention of allowing my rights to get violated. I'll elaborate on that a little bit more Saturday morning, afternoon. But he's not going to do to me what he has done to others. One way or the other, he's not doing that. He's just not going to get away with it on Saturday. But I think he might try. So, be prepared for that. And really that's it. It's just as simple as that. We're going to show up, we're going to do what we do, we're going to do what the Constitution says we have an absolute, unquestioned, inarguable right to do, and he's going to take it. And that's just the way that it is. We're going to follow the law because we're the good guys, we're going to act like it, and then he's going to respect our rights and he's going to do it whether he wants to or not. We have found out that he's actually called a couple of other law enforcement agencies there asking for backup. One of them told him pretty much go to hell. Don't know what the other one said. And we don't know if those are the only two agencies he's called. So we'll have to wait and see and sort of play it by ear. But the basic MO for this thing is going to be, we do what we do. We're the good guys. We are the law-abiding citizens. We're going to behave like it. But that doesn't mean we're going to take a bunch of crap off of some crooked cop. And that's exactly what Rene Valenciano is. So, Saturday, I'll elaborate a whole lot more, fill in all the details. Won't take too long either. And then we'll get out there and get started. And I really hope to see you there because we need all the numbers we can get. So, that's it. That's the update. Again, the map will be down. A link to the map will be down in the description of this video. And hope to see you there.